You can't walk very far in these parts without being greeted with a War Eagle. And boy, do they hope it will be a joyous one today. Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium and the home of the Auburn Tigers. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He's going to bring it out from deep. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. He spins that thing down the middle. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bernard. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers, Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations, and this is the business we live in. In college sports, where you get paid a lot of money to do a job, and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Alabama quickly back to the line. On fourth down, going to the air. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The Tide with the 1st and 10.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They're trying to get to it. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, this guy's really feeling it. Of course, last week he had 2 sacks, and here he is in this one registering his first. This guy very quickly is making a name for himself as one of the best pass rushers in college football.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Bernard. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Ready to try the point after. Splits the uprights.
The extra point is good. That ties the game at 7.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Auburn left no doubt the last time these two got together, blowing out the Crimson Tide.
Auburn took care of business, handled the moment, handled the rival.
Going over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop it. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You could see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. It's complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask him to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, you know, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get any touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Takes the handoff. It's Young. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Score tied 7-7.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable.
Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that pass picked off.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Quickly complete. Finds a crease at the 20. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Coming out with it, it's Adams. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
On first down from their own 22. He wants to throw. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. He's looking to throw. Going to try to get it himself. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going to take off. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping them.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback moving. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. Gets open down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly.
He lost one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback will audible. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thompson. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
The freshman trying to take a shot, but put just a little too much on it.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He'll just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle, it's Riley. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Love the call here going RPO on third down, and obviously you're giving your quarterback choices, but the defense gave them a look that was conducive to handing that football off. So good decision by the quarterback and nice push up front.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Auburn going to work with another first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
This defense really has their hands full, guys. They got to play with great eye discipline because they don't know who's going to be keeping the football in the run game. And that time, you saw the QB. He was able to kind of skirt his way to get some...
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. That's reeled in. It's Bernard. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
They'll throw it on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And he grabs it at the 15. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You can clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking for the score. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set here in the 2nd half as Auburn about to kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That's caught. It's Williams. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Touchdown, Auburn! The defense Put 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Second down coming up. Gives it to the back on the draw. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Bernard. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yep.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Well, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. On the move, it's Cobb. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. Touchdown, Tigers! And the stomping has commenced. Auburn extends its lead as the Tigers are turning back the tide.
And I give credit to Auburn, too. It seems like every year when these two teams play, it doesn't really matter what Auburn has done leading into this game. They are able, time and time again, to play their best when they play against the Tide. They're doing it again here in the 2nd half.
And I hate the cliche, throw the records out, but it does matter in this game. Why? Both these schools in the same state. They hate each other. The fans hate each other. Got recruited by the same schools. There is nothing about these two teams that like each other.
Here comes that Alabama offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on, and that's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Now on 2nd down, after the good 1st down run. Corner's going to give them room. The play action fake. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but territory, and now you turn the football over to the other team. Points are so...
Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Direct snap. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Offense lining up quickly.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end.
He uncorks one deep. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. They're going to ride this running back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Using his legs, it's Cobb. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Auburn 49.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some player.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of...
He wants to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
this guy must feel like he's running to a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll get rid of it. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
He'll pull it down and run. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
They stop him just a length or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. On the run, it's Cobb. And the Tigers get enough to move the chains.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Still running at the 40. Open runway ahead. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. They'll run the option. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence.
Trying to beat the D deep. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He gets it in there for the 2, and they'll chop a couple off that lead. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.